is two of at least 40 buses that Lesotho government sent across South Africa to repatriate its citizens who no longer felt safe following the recent wave of protests targeting undocumented migrants working or living illegally in South Africa.
So, but what were you doing in South Africa?
I was an entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur, meaning? If you can give us a bit more detail about that.
I was having my own business, but when I went to South Africa, I had to seek employment.
Were you there legally?
We have your fingerprints all over the murder weapon.
That's impossible. I was wearing gloves.
Gave me an.
If it was me and I'm in South Africa and I so much loved it there, or I suffered a lot in South Africa, I could not pay my way out of South Africa and my government rescued me, this is how I will behave, like this Ugandan man here. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I really appreciate you for returning. If you are new here, my name is Lillian and I will appreciate a like, a subscription. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comment section of the video. The most talked about country on the continent of Africa right now is South Africa. I mean, the most negatively talked about country on the continent right now remains South Africa. I have seen people report news in the most biased way ever. I have seen people wishing their fellow black people to be quiet, wishing them all sort of for saying, please go back to your country, come back legitimately if you must come back. I've never seen a country that has something, I wouldn't say nice to say about South Africans, but at least a country that didn't have to lie about South Africans. And that country happens to be the people of Lesotho. Let us take a look at this video and I'll be right back.
This is two of at least 40 buses that Lesotho government sent across South Africa to repatriate its citizens who no longer felt safe following the recent wave of protests targeting undocumented migrants working or living illegally in South Africa. Some of these migrants expressed their fear, which led them to head home. It's because we head to the hills, fleeing police every day. If it is not you being trapped inside your dwelling, you are hiding in the mountains or taking cover under your bed, escaping police. I'm not sure about others, but I'm definitely not going back there. We request that people be assisted with passports or permits so they can work. And if they don't get passports and being made to pay for passports, as we know it's the case in Lesotho, we will just return back to South Africa without passports. The only request to our government is that they assist us with passports and permits so that we can work freely. The truth is that there's ample working opportunities where we come from. The only challenge is lack of documentation. While officials are still compiling statistics of Basotho nationals that have been deported and repatriated, buses were sent to mainly Western Cape and KwaZulu-Natal provinces. I'm Rapilang Khatebe for SABC News, Ladybrand, Free State.
They are honest. They said they do not have ID card. They have been running away from the police. Unlike other Africans that have been blaming South Africans for everything, this nation is busy pleading with their own government to please give them passport so that way they can apply for permits to be in South Africa. It feels good to know that there are people that are honest and not bitter. These people are not bitter at all. Anyway, let us move on to this video of a young Kenyan that was repatriated from South Africa, and I'll be right back.
So, but what were you doing in South Africa?
I was an entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur, meaning?
Yeah.
If you can give us a bit more detail about that.
I was having my own business, but when I went to South Africa, I had to seek employment, and I was actually working for an online company, and they were paying me nicely, and I had to leave it because I cannot struggle every day with the police on the road. I cannot struggle every day that, oh, they are coming in this area, we have to be safe, oh, they are coming at our...
Were you there legally?
Actually, I was undocumented by the time I came. And that is why the South African government gave me an overstay of so and so days at the time and undesirability status.
You went on what kind of visa?
I went on a visit visa, which I hoped would later be a work visa, which did not work. Yeah.
So you were there illegally?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you know how this sounds to me? It sounds like this.
Have your fingerprints all over the murder weapon.
That's impossible. I was wearing gloves. Can I start over?
Exactly. He went to South Africa for a visit. For how many years? You have been there for that long on a visit that's supposed to last 60 days. Yet everybody is out here crying. Oh, they are doing their fellow black people bad. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. Can we ever forgive South Africa? There's something good about this guy's video, and that thing is the way the Kenyan journalists are asking questions. Since the beginning of this whole shenanigan, the only countries journalists have seen so far that report news without showing any sign of biasness are Kenyans. This is not the first video of them. This is the second video I'm seeing of Kenyans asking their citizens questions like, were you there illegally? How did you get to South Africa? They want their citizens to explain everything. Bless the Kenyan journalists. You are building a good reputation for yourselves. You know, by the time when all of this hate and gang up against South Africans is over, we are all going to know ourselves and see if, I think some of us will have no single bit of integrity left because we have lied, followed the crowd to lie, because that is the one that people want to hear. You cannot be logical. Anyway, one more video and I'll be right back.
Speak with my lawyer.
No. Why must she touch you?
No, you said I said I want to call my lawyer. Can I call my lawyer on the immigration phone now? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It's fine. I said no.
I want to call my lawyer. I have a right to call.
Then you can use you can utilize what?
Can I get Wi-Fi? There is no Wi-Fi here. I have a Swedish number.
This AXA airport Wi-Fi or Tambo. So you can use that. You can access that and use
it's not accessible.
Can we go, please?
Where am I going?
You said you want a lady to escort it, right? I'm here.
I want a lawyer.
Now you want a lady.
Yeah, you are here. Thank you for coming, ma'am. I don't want this police officer. I don't want this police officer to touch me. I'm happy you are here as a woman, but I want to call my lawyer first before you take me where you are taking me.
You don't want to go to any facility.
I want to call my lawyer.
To go to any facility. Let's make it.
I want to go to the facility. I want to go to the facility. Given I speak with my lawyer. Oh, okay. You say no. All right.
Down. Then
as long as
say you want to escort it. So that simply means
I want to be escorted, ma'am, but I want to talk to my lawyer. Can I speak with my lawyer first?
Do you remember that you've been here for 1 hour 30 minutes?
I want to speak with my lawyer.
You've been saying that since 8 o'clock.
And you are refusing me for telephone.
Speak to a lawyer.
You are refusing telephone.
But you're using the telephone for something else. So we must
okay, but then
stop working because now the president is here and the president wants to speak to the lawyer, right? That's what you're saying, basically.
They are touching my. So this is the woman who's touching me. What are you doing on my phone? What are you doing on my phone? What are you doing? This one is fighting me. Why are you fighting me? Why are you fighting? Please don't fight me. Why are you fighting me? What are you fighting? Why are you fighting me? Why are you fighting? Yeah, touch me. I'm here. Touch me. That's the woman who's fighting me. Was pushing my hand. It's there right there.
Okay, after my hand.
I want to call my lawyer.
Let's go.
I want to.
Why must she touch you?
This one is for people that keep saying, oh, allow the government to take care of it. Can you see how a Nigerian man responded to the South African immigration authorities for wanting to deport him? He did not go without putting up a fight. Yet we want South Africans to go back into their houses and forget about the reality, staring at them right in the eyes. South Africans, in all you do not forget you have a task, and that task is do not give up on your desire to want your country back, on wanting your country to be fixed. Keep fighting because it's obvious nobody cares about you. This is how entitled people are in that part of the world, and it is okay because please, South Africans, don't forget to recover your country. You need it. Just keep doing it the right way, okay? continue to be of good conscience, because the way people are obsessed with your country is concerning, is alarming, and it tells a lot about what could possibly happen in future if you don't act now. One more country. Let us hear what they have to say.
A third batch of 255 Ugandans evacuated from South Africa has arrived in Entebbe as Kampala accelerates efforts to bring home citizens affected by anti-migrant tensions. The latest arrivals bring the number of Ugandans repatriated under the government's voluntary evacuation program to more than 780.
This is not bad. If it was me and I'm in South Africa and I so much loved it there, or I suffered a lot in South Africa, I could not pay my way out of South Africa, and my government rescued me, this is how I will behave, like this Ugandan man here. I will learn and I will praise the Lord for bringing me back home, and I will move on with my life. Kudos to this group of Ugandans for coming back. I mean, like, come on, I mean, home is home. Yeah, this is how I would have behaved. So I applaud them for this behavior. Welcome back to your home country. Nowhere like home. Thank you all for watching this video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.